Ron, you said that you were quoted as saying you wanted to hoodalize the Lakers.
No.
What is that? Can you explain that?
I hoodalized ESPN.
Okay.
And then somebody said I hoodalized the Lakers.
Yeah, or you want to. So that's not correct.
Well, I hoodalized ESPN. I didn't say hoodalized the Lakers,
Do you feel the Lakers need something that you
No.
in that area?
That was I was just playing. I think it was a joke, I got to think about it. Then maybe later you ask me the question, and then I'll say, okay, yeah, they need to be hoodalized. But I was just off the top of the head of ESPN, and you got to have fun. It's summertime, and that's one thing about me. I'm gonna have fun. I learned you got to enjoy life. Enjoy the moment. And so that comment has nothing to do with the season that's coming up.
Do you feel the Lakers need to be tougher?
I thought they were tougher than Boston. I was a Laker fan. Obviously Lamar's there, so I went to the games and I was like, wow. When they played Boston, I was just, I felt like I was just kind of felt a little bad, and I was a little bit frustrated. Like, come on, pick it up. And then what they did this year, Gasol was big. He continued. They was banging him, and he took the blows, and he converted under the basket. He grew a lot from that championship.
Why the number 37, Ron?
Yes, I was trying to pick a number. I always change my numbers. I was 15. That's my real number, because my dad was 51, and I changed my number to 15. Kind of honoring my dad when I was in college in Chicago. And then I changed my number to 23 when I got to Indiana in honor of Michael Jordan, my favorite player of all time. And then I changed to 91, and my goal was to get all my best 5 Bulls. So I was going to get Rodman, I was going to get Pippen, Kukoc, and I was going to get probably B.J. Armstrong. But the NBA, they changed the rule because I kept changing my jersey so much. So now that I'm on the Lakers, I was able to pick a new number, and I just asked all my Twitter friends and my MySpace and Facebook, and I asked the fans to pick a number for me. There was a lot of great numbers out there, and a fan named Trista just came up with this idea. Pick 37 because she said you like Michael Jackson so much. R.I.P. to Michael Jackson. And she said pick 37 because Thriller was the #1 album for 37 straight weeks, and it was the greatest #1 selling album of all time. So, and I feel like I'm #1 in my life. Where I'm at with my life, I feel I came from nothing to having something, and I feel like I'm #1. So, that's for MJ.
Is your temper, how has it changed over the years? It's been a distraction before. How can it stop not being a distraction here? On the court, that sort of thing.
Well, I think last year that wipes that whole question out. That whole question wipes it out. Last year I was real productive. And when you think about it, I was in the contract year, and I needed to probably average a lot of points to get a big contract, and that was not on my mind. I was totally focused on winning. Totally focused on winning. And as you can see, once again, I'm probably underpaid. But it's okay.
10 minutes. Give me 10 minutes to say that.
No, it's okay. I'm like I said, at the end of the day, if you can't live, $33 million, then, you can't live, I remember my dad would give me 50 cents, and I was like totally happy, or $1. I remember I didn't have no dollar. I had to scrape up pennies, and I was grateful for those pennies. I'm even more grateful now to have this opportunity for me and my family.